Hey everybody, welcome. We're HM5. Five.
Hey
everybody, welcome. We're HM5, and we.
That's 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no, that's too many.
Gotta redo it.
Hey everybody, welcome. We're HM5, and
That's also 10.
All right, I'll do 3. You do 2. Hey everybody, welcome. We're HM5, and today we're going to be ranking DC movies.
Yeah.
In a previous video, we did the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and there's no such thing as the DC Cinematic Universe, so
It's been established by society.
Yeah. So,
but anyways,
we didn't want that in the comments of, there's no. That was me pushing up.
I can push up my glasses.
Yeah, you push up your glasses.
There we go.
Actually, then you're gonna have to mouth these words. Actually, there's no such thing as the DCU, or CU. This is just, that's just the term that people came up with. Actually, the DC producers don't even know who started saying that. They don't even say that on their own lot. Yeah, fuck you. Anyway.
So yeah. Anyways, we know there's only like 7 movies out at this point, but at the same time, when we did the MCU movie ranking,
Endgame
was in theaters, and so we technically didn't do all of those. So this is...
And Joker's coming out soon, so...
Yeah.
They actually, as of today, they just dropped a final trailer for it, so...
Which looks good.
Looks
but
awesome.
That's a whole different thing.
Yes, we'll get onto the movies.
So, anyways, we're doing it up to the release of Shazam. So we're going to be having 7 movies we're going through. So,
this isn't the Nolan Batman universe.
No.
So it's the...
Side note, those were amazing.
Those were good, other than the third one. It's weird, but...
Anyways.
We'll get into that in a different story.
So, also,
Back
really quick side note to let you guys, or disclaimer, we are not going to ramble on too much about these, because obviously we know the extended universe of DC isn't the same as the MCU, and there's a lot of things we could go on about with some of them. We're going to keep it short and sweet, just kind of focus on like the things we liked and the things that we didn't like for the ones on the bottom tier. But anyways, starting it off, so last place, we picked...
Batman vs. Supermans.
So this movie, introduced Ben Affleck. I like Ben Affleck as Batman, actually, personal opinion, but this movie to me was too long. There was way too much political intrigue, way too much, just a bunch of stuff and dialogue, and then at the very end you're like, hey, finally action.
Hey, finally, finally action, finally Doomsday, and then it's over, and you're like, oh.
Which should have been its own movie. Doomsday should have been its own thing.
Should have been its own Superman.
Last, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It's just like...
They tried to put too much stuff into this one movie, so...
Yeah. So...
That's why it's last.
Yeah, that's why we threw it at the end. But anyways, moving on from that though, we jump into our agreed consensus of Justice League.
Yes. I just think it's a problem in the DC movies in general right now that their CGI budget is just, or whatever studio they're outsourcing their CGI to, it just is a problem, and it really takes you out of this movie. The story's kind of thrown together really quickly, it seems, and it's kind of a mess. But
to build off of that, I think one of the problems was opening up with a scene where the CGI mustache was immediately right there. That kind of sets the feeling for the whole movie.
Yeah, it's...
and that's the thing is, you can tell where the two directors, it was knitted together.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. I even went and saw opening week, and my thing was, I enjoyed the fact I finally got to see all these characters on screen together. Mm-hmm. That was my main excitement about it. But other than that...
But it has to be good.
Yeah, it was not flow... It doesn't
that's
flow
kind of
well. So.
My issue with some other recent movies that we probably do a ranking on soon, too. But,
yeah.
But just because it exists doesn't mean it's good.
Yes.
So, anyway, next up on the list, number
Moving
5...
Suicide Squad. And this one, I liked the team up. I liked all the casting for these characters. I thought was really well done. Margot Robbie was great. Will Smith made a phenomenal Deadshot. Joker was weird.
If Jared Leto would have actually been in the movie,
yeah,
like he was supposed to be, I guess. I guess all of his scenes got cut out or something. I'd like to see the
I would too.
Joker cut. If that exists somewhere.
I think if he was the focus of the villain for this movie,
yes,
it would have been a lot better than the other road it went down with Enchantress, which I didn't mind, but at the same time, it's like they're not a huge threat. I mean, they made him seem that way, but it's like
he's just kind of there, and then they forget about him for like 90% of the movie, and then he's just there again, and you're like, oh yeah, okay. But like all the promotional material kind of ruined it for it because it like most of the promotional material had like Jared Leto and all the stories were about how crazy he got for the film, and you're like, he's barely fucking in it. Why'd he do any of that shit? So,
but the quirkiness and the team up, I think, was a lot of fun. Like
there was some
Captain
entertaining
Boomerang,
parts.
I liked him a lot more than I thought I would. And I wish I could have saw a little bit more of like other characters like Katana and stuff. But other than that, I mean, I thought it was a pretty decent movie. I mean, it had some mixed things, but it was entertaining for sure. So, but now we move up into the
top four.
Make
it. These ones were all like better. They were a higher quality movie.
Yeah, it's almost like we had a challenge placing the lower ones, but no problem figuring out our top four.
Yeah. So number 4, actually, it probably could go up higher. It's kind of hard. Man of Steel. Yeah. I know this movie gets a lot of shit from people.
I don't understand why.
I don't understand it. Well, I think it's because Superman snaps a guy's neck.
Yeah, I think that's really the only bad part about it, though. Because it's not who Superman is. But the thing is, I can understand why the movie went that route and why they showed it that way. Yeah. And I think Henry Cavill's great at being Superman. I thought Kevin Costner did a great job. But
Russell Crowe.
Yeah, Russell Crowe as like his actual dad in the movie. Really, everything I thought was really well done. I mean, it's a good movie.
Yep.
And definitely,
if they would have just went from this to like Superman to Doomsday with skipping the entire verse Batman part, that could have been a good sequel.
Yeah, just focus on a sequel before doing anything else. That probably would have worked out. But other than that, I mean, the only downfall of the ending, the movie's good. So, so anyways, that brings us to the top 3. And next one we put on here was Aquaman with the cool changing cover thing.
Andy got the books for all these.
Yes.
So I probably would have placed this at 2, personally, but we kind of
it was a tough choice.
It's a toss up. The CGI in it for me takes you out of the movie, but it's also like it's probably some of the better CGI of the DC movies. Yeah. The story's good. You could tell that they had a lot of fun filming it and everything, and it was a fun movie.
Yeah, honestly, I think the best part about it is the world building.
Yeah. Because
there's like so much stuff that I would have totally not thought Atlantis. Like in my head, I had it one way. Obviously, everyone thinks of it in their own way, but I like the way they portrayed it. And Black Manta is actually one of my favorite like villain type characters, and I really loved how they had him in this movie. And then I just think like the journey itself was a lot of fun. I mean, it's very kind of like.
Unfortunately, it followed Black Panther in theaters, and it had a similar story plot, but it was still a really good movie.
And I think that would be the only bad thing about it is I feel like you're a king who needs to take back your throne from a brother or relative is overused.
Yeah.
I mean, mind you, I know
Lion King.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, this is based off of a comic story itself, but that whole trope is like overdone. But whatever. The movie was really good, and that's why we put it on number 3. So,
number 2,
we went with Wonder Woman with another cool.
It's kind of
cover
shining off the lights we have.
Yeah.
So this was a classic type movie. It was really good. It was
really the first home run that DC had, and I think Gal Gadot is a really good choice for Wonder Woman. And I think the setting and story itself was a lot of fun and a really kind of fish out of water kind of take on it, which is always entertaining. So I thought it was really well done. The only thing I had a problem with, though, was the final part of the movie. I feel like you didn't get enough Ares as Ares.
Yeah.
You only got it at the end, which I understand was to try to cover up who it was. But I would have loved to have seen him as himself more, because he looked cool. From what you could see, because it was really dark.
Yeah, well, that's them covering up the
CGI
issue.
Yeah.
So DC, get on the CGI thing.
Yeah.
You'll be
fix that stuff.
Your stories are working out, and it's going good. The only downside for Wonder Woman is like Captain America and Thor came out before it, so it's kind of a mix between the two, but set in World War I. But it was still a good movie.
Yeah, no, it still did a good job. So
and built the character up really good.
Yeah.
And then our number one.
So obviously,
it's the only one left.
We put Shazam first, and this also has another cover. Whee!
So the thing about this movie is the CGI that was shitty actually kind of worked in its favor, because it's a silly movie. It's fun to watch, but like the monsters in the
Seven
movie.
Deadly Sins.
I wasn't gonna say what it was, just in case.
Well, it's been out for half a year, so.
But they reminded me of like Ghostbusters villains, like the dog creatures, the gatekeeper and the keymaster.
Which I didn't even think about that until Adam was telling me,
and
I was like, "That's true."
When they showed up, I don't know if that was the feel that they were going for, but like I was kind of like laughing at it. But like it's a silly movie, and like it's a boy trapped in a man's body, so they make a lot of references to the movie Big with Tom Hanks, which is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
And it's a good, fun movie.
And I really think that's the best thing about it, is the fact it doesn't take anything seriously. It's just, hey, I'm like a 14-year-old that has powers now. Yeah. This is amazing. What can I do with it? And it's a fun ride. The story, I mean, even like the minor other story in there, or, of him trying to find his mom is interesting. Like, that's a lot of his push for doing certain things, and he becomes full circle and really takes on responsibility. I mean, that's cool, but and that's like, I agree with Adam. The one downfall is the CGI, and I mean, I follow box office stuff, and I know this one had half the production budget of like all the others, so they didn't have much to work with, but they did a good job working with what they had. So. And
it was produced by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh yeah,
who wants to play Black Adam. So I don't know if they
will
filmed anything.
That.
Yeah,
not yet, but they're.
I was expecting like a after credits scene with him in it, but
I was hoping so too. But even the after credits scene they had is still part of that wackiness.
Yeah.
But interesting to where I want to see what they might do with that.
Yes.
So, and I won't spoil that.
Yep.
So. Yeah.
But anyway, that's the 7 DC movies that have come out recently that are part of
the extended universe.
I feel like the only one that's not really part of like these all combined is the Suicide Squad, but I think that even had Ben Affleck in it.
Batman did pop in and
briefly,
out of it, so. But yeah. So we'll be interested to see where things go, and catch the Joker movie, which actually is its own thing, but whatever.
Yeah.
So,
DC.
Hey. But,
just like the comics.
Let us know if you would have changed where you would have put these in the ranking, and what one was your favorite. And like and comment, and that's what I already told you to do. Yeah. Like and subscribe. So
subscribe and do things, and we'll see you guys in future videos.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.